Hi everyone, welcome back to Hope and Coffee. I'm Hope, and with me is a cup of tea today. It is warm and comforting, and sometimes you just really need that sort of thing. And today we are actually talking about the worst movie to watch on a first date. And so this was really kind of a funny topic that I ran across on Google, and it got me thinking about what are some of the worst date movies. Why do people go to the movies to watch on a first date? And what would you watch on a first date if you were going to go watch a movie? So, the one that this particular article talked about was, it said the worst one to watch is The Passion of the Christ. And I can absolutely understand that that would be a terrible movie to watch on a first date. There's absolutely nothing about it that is going to be in any way great for anyone involved. It's a hard movie to get through. I don't even know if I've been able to watch the whole thing. It's tough. Let's just say that. And that's even if whether you're religious or not. It's pretty brutal nonetheless. Let's throwing it out there. That's just what it is. But some other movies on the list were, let's see, I think they had a movie called Hard Candy. I think they had a movie called Schindler's List. What else did they have? There was something else on there that was also considered a movie that you probably shouldn't watch on the first date. But it really got me thinking is movies might not be the greatest place to go on your first date. For me, on a first date, when I first meet someone, I want to be able to spend time talking to them, whether sitting next to them or sitting across from them, whether a coffee shop or what have you. Doesn't have to be anything too it doesn't have to be anything too bougie. I am not a bougie person. Again, it can just be Barnes & Noble coffee shop for a quick cup of coffee and just see if we click. I am not the type of girl that you have to take me to a $100 steak dinner. I do not care. Or we can go downtown and grab a quick drink. I will pay for mine. I don't care. I'm sorry if that makes you feel emasculated, but get with the times. We are in a whole different era of dating at this point, and sometimes girl's gonna pay for her own drink, so you don't feel like you are owed anything. But I've had guys who literally will argue with me saying, "No, I'm going to pay. That's so humiliating if you pay." And I'm like, what era are you from when it comes to this sort of thing? But then there are girls who are like, "No, the guy's definitely got to pay." And I'm like, girl, you need to get with the times because it's not that serious. We're out here looking for partners. We're not out here looking for providers anymore. We're not in that anymore. I'm just saying, if you want something to work, you kind of got to look for something mutual. You can't just look for a sugar daddy. I mean, I guess, but can't really see that working long term. But I don't know. And maybe it's just not my thing. I don't know. You know what? Float your boat wherever you float it. But I just got to thinking that a date at a movie theater is not the greatest place, and I will tell you why. And I've gone on one of these dates before, and it was not great. I couldn't talk to the guy because, of course, the movie. Couldn't make any sort of didn't feel like I could make any sort of funny commentary because, again, the movie and first date, and that would be weird. He was trying to get handsy, and I'm like, that's also weird. Not okay with that. And it's just you're alone in the dark, and it's just not the greatest situation for a first date. So, personally, not the greatest situation. I like to think that a movie date situation is kind of down the road after you know the person. You want to you can lean on their arm and it's really cute, and you can kind of whisper things in their ears if y'all are used to doing that. I think down the road, after you've established your relationship a little bit more, then the movie dates are really cute. I love converting my living room into like a little movie situation. Heck, I do it with my dogs. I have an air mattress, I throw it down into the living room, I cover it with blankets and pillows, put my little pups on there, and we go into movie mode where we just like, we'll watch a movie and we just, it's cute, and we have popcorn, and they don't really like popcorn all that much, but it's really fun for me. Uh, sometimes if my mom comes over, we call it movie mode, and we bust out the air mattress, and we just go into movie mode. But it's fun because you get to watch a movie, but you get to have some laughs, and you get to hang out with the person, make some commentary, and that sort of thing. But when it comes to a date, what would I watch for a date? Personally, I like action movies. I like funny movies, but I don't like cringy humor. Cringy humor hurts my soul. I don't know why. It's just something that has really bothered me for like an extended period of time. I kind of like psychological horror. I know a lot of people don't really like psychological horror, but I kind of like the movie that makes me think about what's going on a little bit. And or like the ghosts in the mirror or the corner, or like oh, did you see that sort of thing, or the face, and you're like, oh, I don't know, that always intrigues me so much, because then I can like, if the other person's into it. Okay, so it's like a lot of this that's why I like to know the other person, is because I'm the type of person I want to know if the other person is okay with me having a little bit of banter with them. I like this sort of thing to be interactive, but I don't want to go to a movie theater on a first date and sit there in this stoic silence if we don't know each other that well. Like, I don't even know if I want to hold his hand. That's awkward. I don't know if I want to hold his arm. Again, that's awkward. Definitely awkward, like I said, if they try to get handsy and you don't even hardly know the person. So I'm just saying, there are a couple situations. I mean, again, whatever floats your boat, you do you. Maybe the movie is where you feel comfortable because then you don't have to talk to them. Maybe that's just a good way for you to go on a date, get your meal paid for, and then you can leave. I don't know. But for me, I like a date to be interactive, and I don't feel like it's interactive if I am at a movie on the first date. I'm going to save that for like maybe the fourth or fifth, and maybe we can hang out at my place or his place, and we'll watch the movie there, and we'll like make a homemade pizza, and we'll do something interactive like that. That way it's a little bit more like team building. I don't know. But anyway, so this is just my thoughts, my comments, because I wanted to know what Google thought about the worst movie to watch on a first date, and it got me really thinking about just watching movies on a date in general. I love sitting on the couch and watching movies with like whoever I'm kind of seeing at the time. That is great and cuddly. However, going to a movie theater, maybe not so great. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I will talk to you guys later, and I'll see you on the next page. Have a great one. Bye.